I'm coming to you from my car again, but I don't know if you can tell, but I'm all hot and sweaty. That's because I just finished mowing my yard and cleaning up the landscaping around my house. That's something that I enjoy doing. I work in a office setting, in a room that's darkened in front of a computer all day. So going out and mowing the yard is just kind of a release for me. I don't pay somebody to come and do it every week. I go out and do it. And as I was mowing the yard this time, I was kind of thinking about, so I edge it, I blow it, I mow it, and then I blow it again. I go through and I pull out weeds. I go and I vacuum up the leaves that have fallen off of the trees. And by the time I get done, it looks a lot nicer than when I started. I don't do it so that the neighbors all, hey, wow, what a great yard that guy has. I don't do it so that the HOA doesn't slap a fine on me to make me clean up my yard. I do it because I take pride in my home, but I know that if I don't do it, especially every week, it gets harder and harder and harder when I have to go do it. There's just going to be more work involved if I just don't do it every week. So doing it every week, especially during the summer when the days are longer and the grass is just getting, supercharged by the sunlight and it grows crazy, that's really important to stay on it every week because it overgrows really, really quickly. So as I'm mowing the yard, I was thinking about how I have to do this on the regular, or it gets out of hand and it becomes far more work. And I thought, you know what? That's very similar to our walk with God. Are you praying every day? And not just at mealtime. I'm not ashamed to pray out in public when we're sitting down for supper. I don't have a problem. I'm grateful for everything, including my food, when I'm at a restaurant, just like I am at home. I don't do it because I want people to look at me and go, oh, hey, there must be a righteous guy. I do it because that's what I do. I give thanks, and that's part of who I am. So are you praying every day? Are you in the Word every day? Are you somebody that cracks open their Bible every day and reads, even for a few minutes, just reads something? Here's one for you. Are you an adult who does memory verses? Do you pick a memory verse every month or every week and just say, you know what, I am going to memorize this verse or these verses this week, this month, and focus on that every day until you have it memorized. And then the following month you start a new one, but you're able to recite the old one. I mean, even if you did that once a month, by the end of the year, you would be easily able to recall 12 different passages. And as you're reading your Bible every day, one of the best things you can do is get a paper Bible. Get a paper Bible. Well, I have it on my phone. That's great. That's great. But one of the blessings of having a paper Bible is the more you read it, the more you're going to remember where verses are in the page. So, 1 Peter chapter 1, yeah, that's on that starts on the right-hand side of the Bible. In my Bible, that's a right-hand page. Let's see, Luke 15, it's on the left side. It starts about halfway down in the leftmost column on the left page in my Bible. I've read it enough times because that's really my favorite passage. So I've read that enough times to know where that's at. 1 John chapter 3, I'm not sure where that is in my Bible. That's a great book too, and I probably should be reading that one more often. There's a lot of quality verses in that book to really help you understand God and His love better. But just like me mowing the yard and taking care of the property that I own, the small postage stamp of property that I own, if I don't do it every week, what's going to end up happening, I'm going to have more and more work to do, and it's going to be more challenging, and it's being more time consuming than if I had just done it the week before or the week before that. And same thing with our spiritual walk. Take a few minutes when you wake up in the morning, before you even get out of bed. Just say a short prayer. Just say a prayer of thanks for another day in this life. You know what? Even if you're struggling in your life right now, even if you're going through something, and trust me, I know I have gone through things, and I'll be real honest. There are times in my life when I went to sleep at night and I didn't want to wake up the next day. I just said, you know what? I don't want to wake up tomorrow. Now, I didn't, attempt anything, but I was so broken at times where I said, I don't want to wake up tomorrow. And when I did, there were days where I was disappointed. Now I'm not. Now I'm glad I woke up. And now when I wake up, I can say a prayer of thanks for another day. Another day to enjoy my wife, enjoy, being a parent, having a job. I mean, I have a great job, but, I've had jobs that were difficult and jobs I hated. But I still was able to earn a living for my family. Wake up in the morning. Say that prayer of thanks. Just thanks for another day. Thanks for the health that I have. Maybe you're struggling with your health. Maybe God's got a blessing for you that day. Maybe something's going to happen. Say a prayer for the things in life that made it worth waking up that day. Another thing you should do is spend a few minutes in the Word. Regardless of what you've got going on, you can spend, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes with your Bible open. Read something in there. Even if you just, crack it open to a certain, especially in the New Testament, open it up to a passage and read it. I would suggest having a plan and reading something, in a cohesive, manner, but just read it. Have a surprise today. Philippians 2. That's a great passage. Read that. Start your day with that. And then as you go through the day, if you just have a moment and you just think, you know what, I'm going to say a quick prayer. You don't have to have this long, wordy prayer. You could be at your desk, on the job site, or whatever. Just quickly bow your head and say a prayer of 15 seconds long. That makes a difference. Doing these things throughout the day and throughout the week are keeping your spiritual yard cleaned up. Doing your prayers every day, doing some reading every day, meditating, just thinking about, what God has done in your life. You're not even saying a prayer, you're just, man, He has really done something. Or a passage that maybe you read that day or the day before, and you start thinking, man, really, what did He mean by that? And you really focus on it for a little while. Doing those things means that you're able to maintain a cleaner life. And people are going to see it, just like me mowing my yard and edging it. People are going to see it. People are going to see, because those daily things are going to have a profound effect on your daily life as well. I promise you, if this is something you take to heart and you wake up every morning and you say a quick prayer of gratitude, while you're making coffee, while you're doing something, you just crack open your Bible and you read a passage. Doing these things are going to keep you spiritually healthier. It's going to prevent the weeds from springing up and taking hold. I strongly encourage you to think about this and really make an effort, because when you get to a point where you're like, man, I have really let myself go and I should really clean up my life, or, I haven't been doing as well as I could, it's going to be harder to get back into that state of mind where you're there's going to be more work to clean up. There's going to be more things you have to overcome. So take it day by day. Just make a small step every day, and I think you're going to find your walk with Jesus is going to be easier. It's going to have less weeds. You're going to have a better time, and people are going to notice. Have a great day in the Lord.